talk yet.
Which camera are we on?
We're on that one over there. Morning, folks! Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in today. As you can see, my guest looks a little bit like me. Last week, I think, by the way, it was Thursday, was International Twin Day.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
What's that? Happy Twin Day.
Well, I got to tell you, I didn't get you anything.
I got a card that's in the car.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. But my guest today is my twin brother, Matthew Dickey, and we do appreciate you tuning in today. We'll be talking about all kinds of things, catching up, basically, with Matthew here as we go on in the morning. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV here in Flora on Channel 100, also Channel 25 if you don't have the fiber yet. Over in Salem, we are on Channel 3, and we do appreciate you tuning in here this gorgeous Monday, August 6th. Days don't get much prettier than they are right now, and it's a good thing it's a pretty day all day because down in Fairfield today, you might want to be careful. It starts up today. It's running through Friday. FCHS Band Camp running all week long from 1 in the afternoon till 8 at night. And that'll be in the high school band room with activities afterward from 8 to 9. Presumably they're going to go jump in the pool or something like that. You want to be there 15 minutes early, but the reason I'm telling you all about this, they're going to be marching. So if you're driving around the high school, you want to keep an eye out for like 50 or 60 or 70 or 80 kids walking around occasionally on the road aimlessly. They're learning how to march, and Josh Livesay down there, the band director of the FCHS band, will be putting them through the paces. So keep an eye out for the FCHS band campers. That's going to go all week long, I believe, and actually next week they're going to have show choir camp too. Are you a singer or do you play an instrument?
I'm both. I'm multi-talented. I'm a five-tool player. But are there medical staff for the children?
Being so hot
down there from 1 o'clock to 8 o'clock?
1 to 8, yeah.
Holy cats!
Yeah, I can't. I don't know if they have medical staff or not. I can't tell you. I got to tell you, at Illinois, at Champaign, we had medical staff.
I remember this. And there were lots of people that were raiding the pharmaceuticals in the medical vans.
Might have been. I'm not sure about that. What else is going on today here at Flora at the Church of the Nazarene? They're going to have vacation. You are so tickled with yourself, aren't you? You just can't get over how tickled you are.
I think it's very funny how quickly you cut away.
Well, as I was saying, it's Vacation Bible School today. The Flora Church of the Nazarene at 6 o'clock tonight, and that's open to children ages 4 through 6th grade. It'll be actually started yesterday, I believe, and we're going to run through Wednesday, and that should be an outstanding time. Where else is having a fair? Marion County Fair finished up yesterday. That was the big, I think they had the horse pulling competition, and today White County Fair is going on. It's about the only fair I think still going on in the state, maybe the last one in the state before everybody gets busy with the state fairs. But at 7 o'clock tonight down in Carmi, it's the White County Fair Queen contest. So if you're into that kind of thing, you might check that out in Carmi tonight. What is on Wabash tonight? All kinds of things on Wabash tonight. Basically, I've got baseball. It's all baseball all the time. I hope you're looking forward to baseball. Cardinals coming off of a nice series win down in Pittsburgh. Over in Pittsburgh last night, they defeated the Pirates and won the series 2-1. They will head down to Miami tonight, take on the Miami Marlins, and that'll be at 6 o'clock tonight, 6:10, first pitch. Luke Weaver taking the mound for the Cardinals. He's going to go up against Dan Straley for the Marlins. That'll be on Fox Sports Midwest, channel 630. 3 or 4 other games tonight if you want to pick up on them. Chicago Cubs are in Kansas City. That'll be on NBC Sports Channel Plus, so you can get that on channel 643. First pitch there is 7:15. Cole Hamels taking the mound for the Cubs. He'll go against Jake Junis for the Royals. Jake Junis coming in with a 6-11 record. Cole Hamels 1-0 in the league, but 6-9 overall as he just got traded over last week. And also tonight, the White Sox in town. They're going to be on NBC Sports Channel 643, the main sports channel, whereas the Cubs are on the other one. So get up in the 640s. You're going to find a baseball. The New York Yankees will be in Chicago tonight, taking on the White Sox. That game starting at 7:10. Lance Lynn, former Cardinal, pitching for the Yankees tonight. He'll go against Dylan Covey for the White Sox. Yankees coming in off of a 5-game losing streak. They had that rough weekend just ended in Boston. I guess you watched all that Yankees-Red Sox stuff.
I watched every inning. You know how I am into the American League and the designated hitter.
You love the DH. You love the Red Sox.
The good news about American League baseball is the games go 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
So it's more baseball.
That's exactly right. Free baseball. Also tonight, Houston is at San Francisco, a interleague play game. That'll be at 9:15. Charlie Morton on the mound for the Astros. He'll go up against Derek Rodriguez for the San Francisco Giants. That's on MLB Network, channel 599. Again, the late night showing on this evening. All kinds of things going on here. My guest today, it is Matthew Dickey. We're going to talk about all kinds of different things. Catch you up basically on him. I'll learn things. I haven't seen you in, 2 years?
It's been since our birthday, Bruce, I think.
Since
last
we
time we saw each
turned
other.
50. How come I look 50 and you look like 70?
That's a fair question. I'm not exactly certain. Good living.
Good, clean living. Good, clean living. We'll be back right after these with Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Back in a sec.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians, and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Let's say that again one more time.
Are we on the air?
Yes.
I'm impressed with your skills at having and developed the knowledge of how all this works.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My guest today is my actually identical twin brother. A lot of folks. I got to tell you, Matthew, this has been kind of interesting. This whole move thing to Wabash for me, in that we've had to. I've had to introduce myself to a lot of new people in Marion and Clay counties that did not know me before. There is a Bruce Dickey actually already in Flora. He's the chief of fire chief. But the whole move thing, the reason you're here basically is more for me. To tell people.
To explain your move.
To explain my move. Well, not to explain
I will happily explain your move.
Yeah, you could explain my move. I got fired.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. Well, that is, that's something. How many times between us have we been fired now? Well, that's a great question.
Well, the fact is both of us had real nice careers swimming along for the first 25, 28 years out of university. And I had worked at a couple of different places, one for 15 years, one for 10 years, had established a pretty good path, similarly to you at your bank and at the lumber businesses, had kind of gone away.
By choice.
Made the moves by choice that you made. And then both of us, at one point, the circumstances changed.
Yeah.
And we both found ourselves in places where we needed to kind of reinvent who we were a little bit. You reinvented your, and I actually kind of followed your path. I want to tell you, I wanted to thank you.
What, that I got fired first?
You did get fired first. But at that time, rather than stick your head under the pillow and your head in the oven, you reassessed who you were, you reassessed what your skills were, what you wanted to do, and you found yourself a role at the radio station that was married to what you're good at. And what you're good at is being loud and being kind of, since for years we've known this, but being loud and being occasionally charming, and
thanks.
and it worked like a dream, and you found that role at the radio station, which incorporated personality, voice skills, and then the selling skills.
Bringing this all the way back around to my initial comment, folks didn't know, folks up here in Clay County and over in Marion County, they did not know that I had a twin brother. They didn't know that I had because you don't live around.
Well, this happens a lot because when I say I follow your footsteps, they're really, really big footsteps.
They are big,
and I've been following them for a long time. There were times at university when people would say, "Hi, Matt. Hi, Bruce. How's it going?" To me, a lot, and mostly because more people knew you. You cut a wider swath in where you were than I did.
I had 300 people who knew me immediately.
And the marching Illini that you were talking about, and given that I've lived outside of Wayne County for 30-odd years. Yeah, at this point, there are now a generation and a half of people that don't know that I exist.
That's true.
Because you cut a very wide shadow. Forgive me.
That's hurtful.
Was that painful?
That's hurtful.
No, that's okay. I don't care. I've
lost 30 pounds in the last 6 months.
Fear will do that to you.
Fear, yeah, that's exactly right. That is exactly right. The last 8 months, fear of not having some way to buy food.
Right. No, it works. When I moved to Singapore, I dropped 25 pounds without even doing anything.
Yeah.
And it was because it was all of a sudden a new role, a new gig, and I didn't know what I was doing. And fear, I went from 315 to 290. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it okay to use numbers? Or?
If you like.
Okay.
I don't plan to.
Well, one of what happened to you similarly happened to me. Like I said, eventually I was in these careers and things got moved around a little bit and ended up being let go. Found myself in a bad spot with both of these corporations that I was with. But my particular skill set happens to be coaching people up. Happens to be finding more in people than they even knew was there. And so what I started to look for back in March, I guess, or February, was an opportunity to do that for others. As well as, like you said, put some food on the table and make sure that, keep myself occupied for the next 10, 12, 15 years before I retire.
It's going to be a little while.
I'm not done yet.
No.
We still got moves to make.
That's right.
So what I did was I bought a franchise of a company called Gym Guys.
Yeah.
And Gym Guys is an in-home personal training company. It's the largest.
We'll get to that. We'll get to all that in a little bit.
Oh, okay. I'm going too fast?
You're going way too fast.
All right. So
you're going way too fast.
I still need to come back and talk to you a little bit? Talk about you?
Just shut up for a second. Now,
you're really rude to your guests.
I know you.
Yeah, so you're welcome to be candid.
Okay. I didn't mean to say shut up. I apologize.
That's hurt. I got to tell you. I want to apologize to the audience.
I apologize to the audience for hurting my brother's feelings on television. Okay, but tell people. You see, you just glossed over one of the more interesting parts of your existence. This whole 3-year stint in Singapore. Nobody in the world moves to Singapore other than like the 2 or 3 million people that are in Singapore to start with, right?
That's true.
What in the world did you go to Singapore for?
That's a good question. In fact, when the idea was first presented,
you weren't in the military.
I was with a company called Johnson Controls, and I was a sales manager. I was a branch manager in Ohio.
That's right.
And they basically had put out an all call for folks to potentially come and present what we do, teach what we do in the U.S. in the Asian market.
Okay.
And my boss saw that, and he kind of flagged it to me and said, Matthew, this you've been kind of looking around. You've been here 5 years at this role. You're ready to make the next step. Think about something like this. I thought he was talking about Mars. There was no way. I mean, Singapore was crazy. Yeah. And then, so I called my wife and said, Kevin's a moron. Look what he just suggested I do. And Lisa says, turn around, go back, tell him you want to pursue that. And I said, what are you talking about? But she had lived overseas. She lived in Bangkok, so she had a wider perspective. But for me, it was the other end of the world. And turns out it is the other end of the world.
It really is.
It really is. I was there for 3 years, and it was a cool role in that I was running sales teams all across in 9 different countries and setting them up. It was great. It was fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, well, yeah, because you had to go in, understand the laws, and because each country was different. You had to understand the financial arena. That was the offering that we were providing, had a financial component. And then, of course, you had to understand the social piece and the cultural side. And so, you can't just go in and do things in Australia even, which is very like the U.S. You can't do it the same way that you would do it in Milwaukee and certainly not in India the same way. Actually, one of the bigger problems was...
But they both speak English. I mean, they speak English in India as well as in Australia.
That is one.
They would have similar cultural mores.
That's probably.
They're both former colonies, for crying out loud.
Well, they both know who the Queen is. Yes.
Yeah. So are we, for that matter. So I mean,
a couple of years before, we actually stepped away a little sooner than those guys, and so we've had 200 years to develop our culture.
Technical.
But no, there's pretty staggeringly different cultures.
I suspect they are.
And but you had to kind of learn how to operate in one versus the other. And it was endlessly fascinating. The cool part about living overseas, and you've never really even had to do this because every day you wake up in the same town.
Yeah, and my commute for 25 years was for 30 years was 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes.
So. And you go through the whole day not necessarily learning something new. You'd have to look around to find something new to learn. When you place yourself in an overseas situation, you're learning 30 new things before noon, and it's just great for your youth, and that's why I look so much better than you.
I think it's probably the weight, but really though, where was of all the countries that you worked in over there, and
yes.
what was your favorite place to work? What was your least? What was your less favorite things?
My favorite place to work was India, probably because of the cultural differences.
Really?
I mean, the fact is, you fly into India at night. All the international flights come in 2 in the morning.
Why?
I'm not exactly certain. Probably the heat for the airplanes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They just don't. They don't come in during the day. So you land at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you step off the airplane, and you are.
That makes no sense. But go ahead.
You are. Feel free to check.
I will. That makes no sense.
But you are assaulted in every sense. You are assaulted on your ears with the noise. This is 2 in the morning now. You're stepping into a airport in Mumbai.
Yeah.
And your ears, you're hearing noises that you never expected. You're seeing a variety of life that you've never expected. You're feeling oppressive heat. I grew up in Southern Illinois, and I never felt oppressive heat until I was in India.
Yeah.
And you're smelling this wood smoke. Actually, for the last 20 minutes of the flight, you're over the place where the poor people live, the homeless people live, and all you have is wood smoke. And the wood smoke embeds into the airplane, so you're smelling this wood smoke, and you just land and you just, oh my gosh, what the heck is this? And you hate the place initially. Your first trip, you just think, oh my, get me out of here, this is appalling. By the fourth time, it's fascinating. It's just, look at all the different colors, look at all the different types of things that people wear.
They're throwing things at you when you jog. They throw colors at you.
Well, flowers and you've always it's just a really, really cool spot. But you see things that just appall you, and it's the variety of the things that you're seeing that make it so interesting and make it. I love the place.
And the food was entirely different from whatever.
You've had Indian food.
I've only had Indian food like twice, man. I'm not a fan. I don't like curry. I never have eaten curry. I don't like curry chicken.
I'm sorry. Have we met?
You like curry?
Oh, I love the stuff. You got to know how to eat it proper with the pita bread, with the saag paneer, with the cheese, with the lentils. Cold beer works really, really well with curry.
That's Matthew Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. We'll be right back. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll get around all kinds of other things when we return. Back after these.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, My name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
You got a point.
Thank you.
I got to improve the game somehow.
It's true.
It's just terrible.
And it's got to be the clubs. It's not you.
That's exactly right. Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name's Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for joining in today. My guest today is Matthew Dickey. He is the owner-operator of the Gym Guys franchise in the greater Denver, Colorado.
Denver Metro.
Denver Metro and Littleton, Colorado. And we're going to talk about that as well as. Okay, so, let's get to that. We kind of covered. You didn't, by the way, you didn't mention where you didn't like, or is there any place that you don't like on the Singapore? I said you said you had offices in 9 countries. What was your least favorite? And it may be just the best place in the world. And I don't want you to offend any of your friends in Kuala Lumpur or wherever this is.
KL was a challenging place to work. Interesting that you would mention that. KL had its real problems, mostly because there were kind of race issues.
Really?
Yeah, it's Malaysia, so there's a large Malay body there,
and they have issues with the Singaporeans.
Well, certainly, yeah. There's kind of
we're
as good as you type of thing that's not even remotely close.
They've kind of got Singapore by the throat if they want them.
Sure, they do. Yeah, they can cut off the water.
Yeah,
and they do it occasionally.
Do they really?
Well, yeah. A couple of years ago, 15 years ago, they were cutting off the water to Singapore because they were quite upset about one abomination or another that Singapore had supposedly pulled on them, and they said, "Okay, we're cutting off your water." So in Singapore, you got a lot of the Singaporeans. So they created this thing called New Water, and it was bottled. It was kind of like this. It was New Water, and just like we all have water treatment facilities and clean, the water that you're drinking in Illinois has been used several times.
Sure, I mean, yeah, it's out of the Little Wabash or out of
which came from the Wabash, which came from elsewhere.
Well, it came from rain and yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no, there's probably a cleansing facility that's cleaning water has been used several times elsewhere.
Yeah.
Well, in Singapore, rather than just give them water, they called it New Water, even though because it was water that they were reclaiming from Singapore, and which means basically it was from the toilets, and which of course is the way water works. But they had to throw a marketing campaign around it. And say this is New Water and create an independence from Malaysia. Bless their hearts,
like New Coke.
It worked out about as well.
All right, so what you didn't? So
Malaysia, the struggle, and I don't want to cast aspersions.
What's a less favorite? You've traveled all over the world. So you've vacationed in Phuket, Thailand. You've vacationed in Istanbul.
It's Phuket, Thailand. So be careful.
They spell it wrong.
They do spell it like that.
What is the least favorite place you've ever visited?
I'm so glad that you asked me this question, because we had this same conversation a few years ago on your other program, on the radio show. Yeah, you asked me this same question because you really go back to your old material all the time.
I didn't know that.
No.
That's hurtful. Again, why hurt me? Why hurt me so?
Again, we know each other, so there's a level of candor that we can can get to. And my answer at that time was Istanbul.
Yeah.
And I'm evinced a nervousness about going back to Istanbul. Honestly, I would go back to Istanbul in a heartbeat. Yeah, there were problems, but I would go to Istanbul to go to the rest of Turkey. Turkey's a fascinating place.
Where would you not go now then?
I don't want to go to Africa.
Have you ever been there?
No. I've no interest in Ebola. My son works at a hospital. One of my sons works at a hospital, and there was an Ebola scare recently at the hospital, which basically means everybody gets to go to the shower.
Yeah,
and you know,
even at the same time.
Yeah, but they don't use water; they use the chemicals. And I'm not that interested in that. I'd like to go to Egypt, so I guess that's part of Africa. Northern Saharan sounds good, but
that's cool. Okay, so now let's change gears then. Tell me about Gym Guys.
Gym Guys is, as I was mentioning before, what you learn when you do a little introspection, and you did yours and kind of came out on both feet very effectively. I did the same thing. I did a lot of praying, a lot of thinking on it, and figuring out who I could be, what my next step was, who I was going to be in the second half here, right? Because we kind of hit halftime, a little bit past it. We're in the late third quarter, some of us.
I got to tell you, some people's lifestyles might put them halfway through the fourth quarter right now. Who knows? 2-minute warning might be the 2-minute warning might be coming. Who knows?
You're hearing the whistle. You're doing great. You look good. You're dressed up. You look fantastic.
Again, I told the guest to shut up.
Twice from the same show.
Yeah.
The over/under on you using a profanity is about 44 minutes.
It's getting closer.
So we're close. I took the under.
Yeah, wow.
Gym Guys is a really cool franchise that works within people's homes to provide personal training in their homes. And so for someone that doesn't want to come out, doesn't want to go to a gym, doesn't know what to do in a gym, but wants to drop some pounds, we offer...
Let's get healthy.
Wants to get healthy, wants to feel better.
Yeah.
We offer them a way to do that in their home, as opposed to having to do all that other stuff that's a nuisance, putting kids in daycare, whatever the nuisances happen to be.
Tell me about that truck. That's the coolest, isn't it?
That is, in fact, that's me on the left. That's my wife, Lisa, on the right.
Well, how about that?
No, as a matter of fact, those are other people. But, no, that is the truck that we drive, and it's kind of works in a couple of ways. It carries all the equipment that we bring into a person's home. There's a lot of equipment that's required. We have 360 pieces, so part of why people get tired of working out is they just don't know what to do differently. It's not creative. What we do is we provide a convenient, customized, creative workout every single time. There are, like I said, 300 pieces of equipment that we can mess up, change the way that they're working out. And you may not be aware of this. I'm actually a professional. I'm a certified personal trainer. I got my certification. This isn't just me, driving around a truck.
You're a pro.
I'm a pro. I've been paid for this.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a real life pro. So and I've got skills. Don't ask me, but I've got some skills. In fact, I don't know if the cameras can move. We could stick you in a plank position. We could maybe get you sweating a little bit.
We'd have to do it on the table.
Well, that'll work.
No, we're not going to do that.
Are you sure?
I'm certain.
The way these interviews about Gym Guys work best is when we get the actual host working out.
Really?
Yeah.
We don't have room for that or time.
This is a lovely studio.
Thank you so much.
We've got a lot of room.
How very thoughtful of you to say. That's so kind.
No worries. Would you like to try a plank or maybe some jumping jacks? Or?
We have commercials coming up that we really got to...
During the commercial.
We've got to... Yeah. During the commercials, I'll see if I can't set up and maybe do some... You did this plank thing yesterday. I saw you do. I had no idea what that was.
As I said, I'm a professional. It's a core workout. You've never seen a plank. Planking, Well, wait till you try one.
I'm not going to do that.
You'll go all of 30 or 20 seconds. It'll be nice. It'll be fun. You will know pain for the first time in a long, long time.
Oh, I know pain every day.
What kind of pain?
Getting out of bed. as Mojo Nixon says, the pain of being alive.
It is true.
We'll be back in just a minute. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Matthew Dickey. We'll be back in just a sec.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I was playing with the other one. All right. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My guest is Matthew Dickey. That's my identical twin brother, if you did not, if you couldn't tell. Do you ever, whenever people see us together, people get confused, that kind of thing?
They haven't gotten confused about us for 30 years, Bruce.
That's good. Tell me, okay, you live in Colorado.
Yes, sir.
Colorado has done something that Illinois is considering doing here in the next...
We're pioneers, Bruce.
You guys are pioneers.
We step right out front.
You were the first state in the country, your state was the first state in the country to go all the way and go recreational marijuana usage.
That's true.
And selling.
Yes.
How has that worked for the state of Colorado? Because I know that there are people interested in Illinois in doing that, because we've got the medicinal and they're talking about Chicago wanting to get the recreational. Well,
let me just a little history. It was 5 years ago when we went from purely medicinal onto the recreational. So there's been a little time to settle out, to figure out what the impact has been and is going to be, and what's going to be happening in other states. I can tell you, starting off the first couple of years, it was maybe $200 million worth of impact on the state budget, which is pretty good. A state budget of $15 billion. Yeah. So it's a real impact. By now, year 5. It's popped $1 billion of tax revenue for the state. I'm sorry, tax revenue at about $500 million. total revenue at about 125.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's having a real financial impact to the point where now the fellas have allocated the money. The legislature have gotten...
They have places to put the money.
They've got a taste for it.
Yeah.
And so it didn't go in any place.
And when legislatures get a taste for money, they keep that.
Turns out it doesn't go anywhere after that. Turns out they find a use for it and they keep using it.
Yeah.
No offense to the legislatures. We should say nice things about our civic leaders. Thanks, fellas and ladies.
We appreciate your service.
We appreciate your service. The other impact, so that's been positive impact. That's held the wolf at bay a little bit on a state budgeting standpoint. On the negative side, there are some public costs built around, frankly, in Colorado, the impact of homeless people. The homeless population has, I can't tell you percentages, but it's jumped pretty drastically from what I understand to the tune of 35 to 50% over the last 5 years. Yeah.
Why
it's tricky in Colorado to be a homeless person. We have weather, and it can be a challenge. There can be some really some hard times. But why
there's consequences to be homeless in Colorado.
Yeah. So why that happened though was to work in the industry. One of the requirements that the legislature set up was you had to have a license, and to get a license, you had to be a resident from Colorado for 6 months. There was a little protectionism going on. They didn't want everyone from Mexico and California and the other places that are really good at growing weed to come in and just take over the industry.
Right.
And so folks would just come rolling up the hill from Kansas City to roll some joints, and they couldn't get a job. And so they were there living in their car, and that took the path of whatever it takes. And that was a notable effect.
Really?
Yeah, and so there are church groups that come in and help, and churches see a lot more folks, the services to bring them food, the service. I mean, we're trying to react, but there's just more people to deal with, more homeless people to struggles on the...
How's the financial side working? Because, I mean, that was one of the major original problems was figuring out the banking end of it, because it's a cash business.
It is very much a cash business, and it remains a cash business. There are, and I'm not too close to it, but from what I understand, there are some banks that are making, kind of looking the other way, but mostly non-federal controlled banks, more state-driven banks.
Yeah.
And there are even some states, Colorado hasn't gone this far yet, but I know Oregon has put some legislation in place to basically brook the federal banking requirements to allow these people to bank, and they have to because
you don't want that amount. You're talking $1 billion
quarter business. Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of money flowing around, and
that's a lot of money pile in a pile of cash.
Well, and they don't want you paying your taxes in piles of cash and forklifts, but sometimes these fellows have to do what's required. They made it work in Colorado, so I don't know if there's any slipping by. I think what we end up hearing more often than not are complaints from Nebraska and Wyoming and Kansas and states near us that aren't as welcoming to the marijuana, and they complain about people from Colorado coming over and dirtifying their states and bringing our industry.
Those darned hippies! Is that what you told me?
It's us.
Yeah, you're the hippies.
We're the hippies.
All right, now tell me. On the whole, then though, would they do it again?
Absolutely,
I'm guessing they would, wouldn't they?
Absolutely, they would do it again. Yeah, I mean, I think on the. You got to remember, when it passed 60-40. So there were darn hippies there.
There were hippies.
A lot of us.
Yeah.
And whether you voted for it, whether you voted against it, the world didn't end.
Yeah.
There was a net positive impact. But it's, from a libertarian standpoint, one would like the government to be a little bit less out of my business.
Yeah.
But also from a libertarian standpoint, you sure as heck want weed legalized. I mean, that's one of their tenets.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
It could have gotten worse. It could have been a lot worse.
Fascinating. Tell me, all right, now it's an entire shift change here. Tell me about your children.
I have 3 sons.
Which means I have 3 sons.
Genetically, you have 3 sons.
I have 3 sons. Who knew?
My wife's going to be so surprised.
That's great.
Yeah, so I've been blessed with 3 sons, and they are 23, 21, and 18. The 23-year-old has just graduated a year ago from Luther College.
We have his picture here.
Have we? Well,
so he was a basketball player.
He was an STUD, buddy.
Yeah, what's his name?
His name is Hank, or he goes by Henry now.
Does he really?
He's changed his name. People who know him outside of college now know him as Henry. He's
Is
Henry
that
Dickey.
right?
Yeah. Yeah,
wow.
So the only people that call him Hank is basically his family at this point.
I'll be darned. How about now tell me about this one.
That's young Joseph, the one in the middle, or the one holding the beer closest to us.
Yeah.
He turned 21. That would be his first legal drink.
Well, there you go.
We didn't bother asking whether that was his first drink.
I think that's probably for the best.
Sometimes you just parent and you move on.
Yeah.
Part of parenting is knowing what to ask and what not to ask.
That's part of the.
He's in Denver. Hank is in Rochester, working at. He's in his major in psychology.
And that other boy is.
That one is my son Pete. Pete is just graduated from high school, from a very specialized liberal arts type of high school. We're pretty excited about it. That educated him very well. And
nice.
And he's moving on to college as we speak at the University of Michigan.
Say that again.
He's matriculating to the University of Michigan.
You realize I wore maize today.
That's very good. My son is going to the University of Michigan, and I'm very excited about it because he has a specialized interest. You and you kind of said loosely when we went to college, I want to go to college and major.
I want to go to college.
I want to go to college. Didn't really know what you were going to major in. Kind of switched. You actually switched. I switched as well. When we went to college, we majored in beer drinking. And
well, they don't give a degree for that.
Well, it's important to develop a skill.
It is. You do have to have a skill.
That's true. And we developed that particular skill.
Yeah.
Petey is very good. He's an actor. He's
He's a ham. Like his Uncle Bruce.
He's actually, he's very much like his Uncle Bruce ham-wise, but he's probably a little more introverted than Uncle Bruce. He kind of works at the social stuff but you stick a mic in front of him, he's a pro. He's absolutely a pro. You think of Division I talent, Division II talent, Division III talent. Pete is a Division I level, a scholarship level talent in acting.
We're going to talk about the recruiting. The man had a son play basketball in college as well as a son who's going to act in college, but both have recruiting stories. I guess there is a recruiting process to each end, right?
Well, it's not as colorful as the recruiting for football, but yes, there were some conversations that took place.
That's interesting. We're talking here with Matthew Dickey, and we'll be back right after these words. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your #1 choice for healthcare. convenient, and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
That is correct. Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. That's Matthew Dickey. All right, now tell me about this recruiting, how this works.
Well, so it was interesting. I was talking about Division I, Division II, Division III level, and I didn't know that this existed in acting until Pete was good at it, and so I started to do a little research. You know who the good football schools are. You know who the good basketball schools
Alabama, Penn State, Michigan State.
Well, yeah. Well, I would call Michigan a top 10
football
global acting school, and I would use the reference.
See, I would, if I had to pick top acting schools, I'd say NYU.
NYU is
UCLA.
Less so, but yeah.
Yale has probably.
Yale is fantastic. Yale, yeah. but it's a master's program.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's no bachelor's program at Yale.
Illinois is not.
Turns out Illinois is not.
Yeah.
Colorado, University of Colorado is not. So Pete, who had grades much unfamiliar to you and me,
he had very good grades.
Oh, yeah. We don't want to get into numbers, and
I don't want
trust
to.
me.
I don't want to.
Yeah. If you ever want to compare ACTs or anything,
we're not bragging.
We're not bragging. No, we got nothing to brag about.
All right.
So Pete, but he had great, was very good at school, as well as being very good at this other thing. So he was kind of attractive to these ACE level schools. He auditioned at.
You have to audition at these places.
Yes, you do a monologue, and they come in and they work with you. They do a quick audition, and
you don't send a monologue.
Well, no, you have to send a monologue. You have to send a video to some of them before they'll even let you audition.
So then you go and audition in person.
Yeah, so think of it like this: University of Michigan, where he ended up, they had 1,200 people apply to this program for 20 people. 20
spots.
20 spots, 10 men, 10 women. And there were 1,200 people that tried out. And that, of the top 5 to 7 schools, that's about the scale that you see. Carnegie Mellon, NYU. NYU has 150 spots. So
USC.
USC, he tried out. He actually was accepted at USC, got accepted at Michigan, of course, is where he's going. Got waitlisted at NYU, and so which means he qualified.
Yeah.
And Carnegie, both of them waitlisted him. So we were very excited and pleased with how it worked out. But the interesting thing at Michigan was they had him present a video to be able to audition. Well, the minute that video went in, it was very funny. It was really cute, and they started calling. And they said, "Hey, we want to make sure that you're coming in, and we want it." They put a recruiter effectively.
Let's first of all see if we can play the video. Okay, this is about a minute and a half.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see if we can play this video. The way things are working so far this morning, I'm going to go with a big fat no. Big fat zero.
So what if the video doesn't work? Do you want me to? Can we get you to plank?
You're in the video.
Oh.
No, you're in the video, so we'll see how this works. This is my little nephew and his what is this?
This is his entry video, audition video for the University of Michigan.
Video for Michigan. Okay, let's.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew...
He's working at Le Mans.
Rogers or Caleb Dennis for the best deal for the
That's not. Okay, let's
Parts and service department with factory trained technicians and express lane state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Well, as I was telling you, Bruce, the University of Michigan, NYU, Carnegie Mellon, USC. He auditioned at all of these places, but USC stuck kind of a recruiter on him. Carnegie Mellon had a really nice conversation with him, a little bit of follow-up. But it was an arena that I had never been familiar with. And I was familiar with basketball recruiting from Hank. And the deal with basketball recruiting and with football recruiting is, you know, they're all graded. I mean, there's a grade somewhere on Hank's basketball skill. Yeah. There's a grade somewhere on every football player. Well, there's no grade on this thing, on acting. And, you know, he's very good at singing. He's very good at improv. He's really solid at acting. Are we going to try this thing again? Or
no. No, we're not trying this thing again. I'll try. I'll work on it afterward. See, that's the thing. You didn't get it in my hands until like.
Oh, it's my fault.
It's clearly your fault.
I fully accept. I got to tell you, Bruce, you're running the space shuttle in here, so I'm not surprised that we killed an astronaut.
Okay, let's talk about the recruiting process.
Well, the recruiting process. He did that, sent the video in, and then in January we did auditions in 4 or 5 places, and then they just started phone calling him, and then they started sticking alumni on him, and they
sticking alumni on him too.
Yeah, they connected. They wanted alumni to talk to him.
Any big stars?
Yeah, no. Chris Webber didn't graduate, so.
No, I meant acting stars that went to Michigan, like Jeff Daniels or something like that.
I think Jeff Daniels did go to Michigan. I don't know who the big star. Forgive me.
Jeff Daniels is the big star that went to Michigan. That's about it.
They have a really nice pipeline into Broadway, so you're not familiar with all the Broadway stars.
Oh, no, I'm not.
In fact, they got a couple of Tonys just this year for people writing and directing some of those plays. So actually,
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda probably flew over.
Is that right? See, I didn't know if maybe you get Rich Eisen or somebody contacting.
Adam Schefter is a Denver guy.
Schefter a Michigan guy?
Yeah. Schefter's a Michigan
Dana
guy.
Jacobson, she's a sportscaster lady.
Is she a Michigan person too?
She's
Yeah.
She's a Michigander.
No, Schefter is though. Shefty lives in Denver, so yeah.
I didn't know Shefty lived in Denver.
Yeah, so all of his best stuff is the Denver.
Is that because
Broncos.
of your nice college? Or nice airport, I mean? Nice airport?
It's because it's a lovely place to live, Bruce. Okay. I live 5 miles from... You've seen the Red Rocks Amphitheater. You're familiar with the Red Rocks?
I've been to the Red Rocks Amphitheater.
I live 5 miles south of that along the same set of red rocks. It's a lovely place to live. I walk out my door and I'm hiking, virtually, 300 yards.
That's kind of tiresome.
Well, we don't have cars. We don't have vehicles. Because all the stone people, we had to get rid of cars.
All right. We're running out of time. So you got a boy going to Michigan.
I've got a boy going to Michigan that I'm very excited about.
You got a boy that's working in a hospital.
I've got a boy that works at a hospital and another one that works in a school district as a mental health facility.
Tell everybody about your lovely wife. We haven't even mentioned that you're off the market, man. Sorry.
Sorry, ladies. I am off the market for the last 24 years. My wife is Lisa, and I met her in Denver, and she is the backbone of this organization, the backbone of the family, and the backbone of the new thing that we're trying to start.
Just like everyone, aren't they? Just like the wives.
I am so lucky.
Yeah, that's exactly. Well,
and I outkicked the coverage by a mile, as did you.
Well, that's very kind of you to say.
I know your wife. She's lovely. She's a wonderful person. So much nicer than you.
As we're about out of time, I want to thank you so much for joining us here on.
Seriously, it's over?
It's over. Yeah, I got to go work on seeing if I can't get that clip running.
I'm disappointed. Are you going to stick the clip in later?
No. Oh. No, I'm not.
I was in the clip.
I know.
I acted. It was my acting debut in the clip.
And I'm not that talented. You've made me more talented than I actually.
You're running the space shuttle in here, Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Matthew Dickey. We'll talk to you again real soon. Have a great day.